You know when I'm wrong, I admit when I'm wrong. Yesterday's video about the Outriders update was a little rash. I played through the trials today with a new setup, and you know, it actually wasn't a bad experience. I was pleasantly surprised. I actually felt on par with everyone else, which is something that I never get to say as a Devastator. We're either way too strong or feel way too weak and slow. And I felt that this was a good balance. Sure, I have to change a lot of my gear. I have to rely on different mods completely, but out in the trials, I didn't feel like I was walking into slaughter. I guess that's the best way to put it. The Outriders update was actually pretty good. A lot of my go-to mods have been nerfed in a way, but other parts of the game have been improved, and I have to give it to people can fly, so I apologize. I sincerely apologize. My set is quite incomplete right now. I don't have nearly all the mods that I want on my gear, and I'm not going to be able to fit them on here, so now I'll be farming for a whole new set, but the farm is much more rewarding. You can see that I have 10,000 anomaly extract, but I got over 7,000 on one run. So that's a vast improvement over the 4,000 I was getting before. I had to change up my guns. I got Fortress on here, and I got Resistance Breaker, as well as Death Chains for some damage. On my sidearm, I'm running Ash, Moaning Winds, and Relativity Theorem, which is great for when I'm waiting on Impale to be available again. I'm also doing that in combination with Adrenaline, so I don't run a high armor build anymore. I rely on getting bleed to keep myself alive, and any strong damage that I get will automatically give me my abilities again, and I can go right back into fighting. I would love to get a couple more Impale mods on here. I would love to get Palisade. I would love to fit Postmortem. Those two are what I need the most, and I need something else to help me hit more than one target at a time. But even while only hitting one target at a time, my Impale does a lot more damage and is way more effective than it was before. I'm also running 2 Tainted Bloods because I can't quite find a helmet that I really want, and I stopped using Arms and Anomaly so that I can focus on just attacking by using Anomaly Echo, something that is always going to proc. I'm not using Arms and Anomaly anymore because I felt like I don't need to stop and shoot anymore. If I'm going to shoot, I'm shooting to get back my abilities. On my chest, I have Earth's Legacy, which I don't really need anymore. With Gravity Leap and not having to hold my middle slot for reflect bullets is giving me a lot more mobility. So I have to say this change was great. Another great change was not making us rely on any sort of protection skills anymore, which was probably the best thing they could do for the Devastator. You see, I'm running a pretty simple tree. I keep myself alive with blood. I'm not running high defense because I do want to actually get below that 30% mark. That means I get to do more abilities. What do I have on here? The Earthquake mod, I would keep that on here. I would definitely change out this Life Absorption mod. I do not need it anymore. When I was running a high damage build, this actually helped a bit because I wasn't getting anything back from bleed. I wasn't scaled into skill life leech like at all. And so in order to keep myself alive, it was always a great idea to get a little health back from Gravity Leap. But now that's unnecessary. If I could find something else that has extra quake in it, that would be great. I would love to be able to fit either Postmortem or Palisade onto this set, but I have to say at the end of the day, I did lose about 34% of my resistance pierce, but there's ways to make it back up, as you can see here. And so, one last time, I apologize. I was mistaken. Your time is important, so I was trying to make this video as short as possible. Here's actually a full rundown of all the gear that I currently have on.